What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for a lot of people talking about the dramatic change from Maximum Football last year to this year, but the change has been there. I mean, in reality, if you go back and look at Canadian football 2017, they actually did have a pretty big change from 2017 here to 2018. But to me, the graphics are going to look minor compared to the player movement, the animation. The reason I say that is this is the suit very similar to what they've been using the past few years, and it's very limiting. I mean, not only do you have the capture points falling off, crossing over each other, I would imagine any animation that's in the game right now, aside being captured at 15 frames per second, was mind-numbingly went through to make sure that it looks as good as possible. And obviously you have real problems when it comes to tackles when you're having two players or one player wearing a suit like this and trying to mesh them together. So the problem with that is you have to get something that looks better and more smooth to implement it into the game. And one of the things they did is went out to a motion capture studio and took full motion 120 frames per second capture that they could put into the game. There's enough data here that if you have players hit, if you have players tackle, if you have a sensor fall off, you can still complete what's there. So it's not a stretch to say the tackling, the diving, the lunges are honestly going to look 6 times better just with the frames per second reference from what you have last year to this. So when people look at the graphics and say, oh, it's a console generation leap, I think when you look at how the game is going to look visually, in many ways, it's going to look that same way. And this is what happens when you have a guy like Dave who's been working on this game, and I don't think this gets talked about enough. He is not taking a paycheck from this game. Everything that he takes in from this product right now gets reinvested into the game to make it the best game it can be. And I think when you've got a smaller dev team, you can kind of benefit from that. I mean, they're going out and making the most of what they have. When they go and get motion capture studio time, they're getting what they need to put into the game rather than maybe trying to get one specific catch animation or one specific moment replicated. They're doing what they need to do and what they need to use in the game. So love to know what you guys think about this. Appreciate you checking it out. I will be back in the week with more commentary.